Hello and welcome. I'm Robbie.
I'm Ollie.
And today we play Alien! Fate of the Nostromo.
Fate of Nostromo.
Fate of the Nostromo. A 1 to 5 player game designed by Scott Rogers and published by Ravensburger.
What? Good thing we're not on a spaceship.
It is a good thing we're not on a spaceship. In Alien, you get to choose from 1 of 5 characters from the movie. Parker,
Ripley,
Brett,
Dallas,
or Lambert. Each player card shows the number of actions you can take, any special abilities you might have, and the number of items you can carry, which is up to 3 items, a coolant canister, and any number of scrap pieces. When it's a player's turn, they can use one action to move one space, pick up or drop an item, such as pick up any number of scrap, pick up an item in a room, drop an item, or drop any number of scrap. They can use or craft items, which means use your special abilities, use an item you have, or craft an item, or they can trade any number of items amongst other players in the room. After they've used up all of their actions, they then turn over an encounter card, which will show how many spaces the alien will move, how many morale will be lost if the alien encounters a crew member, and how many scrap and where a concealed token goes. In Alien: Fate of the Nostromo, the players must work together to complete a series of objectives based on themes from the movie. Once those objectives are complete, they then turn over the card for the final mission, which they must complete to win the game. During the game, the alien will chase the players around the board, as well as Ash moving around the board, the android from the movie. Whenever a member of the crew encounters the alien or Ash, the morale drops. In a 1 to 3 player game, the morale starts about space 15. In a 4 to 5 player game, the morale starts about space 19. If the morale reaches 0,
it is game over.
Game over for the crew of the Nostromo, and the alien wins.
Which means Ow!
We'll talk about specific rules during gameplay, and I'll put timestamps in the description of the video so you can easily find specific rules. But for now, we're going to show you the setup. You'll see we've already got the game set up. The alien starts in the nest, the characters start in the galley, and Ash starts in the medbay.
The medbay, which is where the dead facehugger is at.
To the side, we set up our tokens for the items we use, the scrap tokens, as well as the self-destruct board in case anyone sets the self-destruct.
Yeah. Kaboom.
Kaboom, which is also game over if you don't get out before the ship blows up. For this game, I'm going to be playing with Dallas. Dallas has 5 actions. He doesn't have any special abilities because he has 5 actions. And he can carry up to 3 items, including as well as a coolant canister. Ollie will be playing with
Ripley. Ripley has 4 actions. She has special abilities. Spend an action to move another crew member one space.
And she also has space for 3 items as well as a coolant canister.
Which all of them do, FYI.
We've already drawn our 3 objective cards as well as our special mission card. The objective cards are face up, and once we complete them, we will turn over the mission card. Ollie will now explain to you what our 3 objective cards are.
Drive them into the airwalk. Bring an incinerator to the airwalk. Where is it? Bring a flashlight to the medbay. Prep suits. Drop 2 coolant canisters in suit storage.
And once we complete all 3 of those tasks, then we will turn over the final mission, and we'll see if we can complete that to win the game. And if you lose, remember,
in space, no one can hear you scream.
No one. And that pretty much covers the setup. I'm Robbie.
I'm Ollie.
And we'll be back in a few.
Bye.
Boom. And we're back. So we've got it set up. If you didn't catch it, go back to the timestamp that we'll have in the description to show the setup of the board. The only thing we didn't explain is we do have 2 pieces of scrap set up in several places. We have coolant canisters and 3 concealed tokens, which we'll explain later. But those are all in the rules for setup. There's also an alternative setup that is in the Director's Cut rules, which is on Boardgame Geek. I'll probably put a link to that also on there if you want to try that out. I didn't mention Ash. Ash is an optional one. It's not in the basic rules, but we are going to use him. So it's a slightly advanced version of the game, but it does add to the difficulty a little bit. He'll move around and collect scrap tokens. Whoever got his stat last by a cat goes first. Probably Ollie, because there's a cat at the community center he goes to that tends to hiss at people. So we are going to have Ollie go first.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, so he took his 4 actions to go to Mother. So he's going to look at getting those scrap tokens, I assume. Alright, now you draw an encounter card.
Alien moves 3 spaces.
Oh, the alien is on the move stalking us. And it would have, if it would have run into us, we would have lost 3 morale on that. So
Would not be good.
no. Alright, so Dallas. Dallas has 5 actions, so I'm going to, actually I'm going to go straight into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to try to collect those. Hopefully I'm not getting myself trapped for the alien. But that way I can collect the scrap. He won't be able to move. Encounter card is Hyper Sleep. So alien will move 1 still towards us, so he's going to move up the ladder. So this red arrow, that's a ladder to a different level. That green arrow, that's a ladder to a different level. And we will have 2 scrap tokens go to Hypersleep and 1 concealed token. So we've got this handy little bag, another bag I got from DND Dice. I like their little bags. Instead of shuffling and stacking these, we can just draw. Just got to make sure that you draw it face down. And that is going into Hypersleep. So the concealed tokens, when we go in there, we have to flip the concealed token open. It might have an alien on it, and we'll show you what happens then.
Or a cat.
Or a cat. Or Jonesy the Cat. I forgot to mention Jonesy the Cat in the intro. Your turn.
I'll do 1.
1 to take up scrap tokens.
2.
2 to take the coolant canister, which each of us can only carry 1.
Then move west.
So 3 and 4 to get back 3 and 4 to get back here. So we do have to drop, as one of our mini missions, we do have to drop 2 coolant canisters in suit storage. And all we have to do is drop them. So what?
I think I'm going to head over there.
That's
to
okay.
drop my
That's cool. All right, alien card. Please don't come my way.
Alien moves
Only
1.
moves 1. Good.
To scrap?
So he is going to come my way because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3.
Equipment storage.
So alien moves 1. And then there will be 2 scrap and equipment storage and 1 concealed token in equipment storage. You want to get the scrap? Whoops. 1 concealed token. I drew 2. Alright. So there we go. Now it's my turn. I'm going to get out of here. Ash only moves at certain times, and we'll show you when that happens. So 1, I'm going to take the scrap, and I'm going to get the heck away from the alien. 2, 3, 4. And here I'm going to go down to equipment storage via the ladder, 5, and now I have to flip the concealed token card, and Jonesy the Cat. It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to see him. Jonesy, we'll see if that zeroes in on it. But Jonesy the Cat. It would have been much better if they would have, so that's going to, morale's going to go down 1 because of running into Jonesy. So Jonesy scares us. It takes our morale down. I wish they had a better picture of it where, you know, it's a big cat, like cat face, like it's on the, I think it's on the back of the board, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So now we'll take this, we'll put this back in our handy bag. Alright, so with Jonesy though, it just takes morale down, I don't move. If I'd run into an alien, I would run away 3 spaces. As it is, I stay where I'm at. And then I flip the encounter card. If it were an alien, I wouldn't flip the encounter card either, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Alien will move 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still closer, so he's going to move towards me. And then 2 scrap in the docking bay, as well as a concealed token in the docking bay. In the docking bay, which is, we've got it kind of covered, but it's right over here. So there's more scrap. We'll use scrap to build these items as we need to. One thing also, the motion tracker, it shows on this card here that the motion detector only costs 2, whereas it actually costs 3 in the rule book. So we're going to go with 3 for what's in the rule book. Your turn, buddy.
Okay. I think I might make a cat carrier at least.
Okay, he's going to go ahead and make a cat carrier. How much is that? That's just one, right?
That's
One
one.
scrap. Alright, so he's going to use one scrap. Make a cat carrier. So now if he runs into Jonesy, he will capture Jonesy, and Jonesy won't be a problem for us anymore. And I should probably make a cat carrier too, to be honest. That way, if we have a final mission where we need the cat, and there's one or two final missions where you do.
It's a self-destruct.
I think any of the self-destruct ones you do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I might get a cat carrier too, because it only costs one. So, alright, so that's one action.
I think I'm going to have to figure out how to get the heck away from that alien.
Okay, well, you only have so many options, so you can only move 3. Alright, he's right here.
I think I might just move here and
Alright,
get
so,
right there.
So 2, 3. Now he's going to pull an encounter card.
Alien moves 1.
Okay, good. Wait, which way is he going to go? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He's still coming towards me. Okay, alien moves 1. And then airlock will get 2 scrap and 1 concealed token. So the airlock now gets a concealed token. So a lot of these concealed tokens are no events, it'll just be empty. But some of them will have an alien, and of course Jonesy the Cat. So now I'm going to go 1, pick up the scrap, 2, pick up the coolant canister. That's 2. I'm going to go 3, 4, and then 5. I'm going to go ahead and build a... you know what? I kind of want to build something else.
Why don't you build a cat carrier?
I guess I will. So that's... I've got one more action. Yeah, I'll go ahead and build a cat carrier just to make sure.
I am going
So
to
that we're
make
ready for a
a
Jonesy.
incinerator for the airwalk.
I got to do an encounter card first, so let's do that. Alright, we have Order 937, collating data. Each crew loses 1 scrap. So I lose a scrap, he loses a scrap. That's what Ash tends to do. He takes scrap away from you. And then if Ash is in the ship, move him 2 spaces. Ash will either move towards a character or towards scrap, so he'll move 2 spaces towards here. So he's on his way to get scrap. If he encounters a character, you lose 1 scrap or you lose 1 morale. And we'll probably just lose scrap. It's unclear. I've read some different stuff about it, about whether you get a choice or not. So there still seems to be some argument about that on Boardgame Geek. All right, your turn.
We'll go 1, 2.
Gonna pull that
Alien.
open.
Ow!
All right, so he gets an alien there. So the alien will come up to his space. We will lose 3 morale. So 1, 2, 3. And he will now have to retreat 3 spaces, but we will not draw an encounter card.
But I have to retreat.
You have to move 3 spaces somewhere. If you go down here, you have to turn that encounter card over, so. Okay.
Jonesy the Cat!
Jonesy the Cat. So he gets Jonesy the Cat. And now that will go, we'll put under the cat carrier. I think you're supposed to discard it, but you know what?
For fun.
We're going to put it under the cat carrier, so. Alright, so we now have Jonesy the Cat. I wish I hadn't gotten that now, but that's alright. I got it for fun.
Keep on moving back, or?
Yep, so you still have to go 2 more spaces. You just had to do that, so. Yeah, you might as well go up there. Alright, so he will not draw an encounter card since he pulled an alien. The alien snuck up on him, scared the bejeebers out of him, and he took off. So now it will be my turn. The alien's right there, so that kind of concerns me a little bit.
I probably went tumbling down the ladder.
What are our other missions? So we need a flashlight to the med bay and an incinerator to the airlock. So I'm going to go up there. I'm going to pull those scrap. So I'm going to, since you got that out of there, that's kind of nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the question is, do I build an incinerator for 4 scrap? Because the incinerator I can actually use on the alien too. I need to get the incinerator to the airlock. So I am going to go ahead. A flashlight helps you when you lose morale. But I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 and get an incinerator. And I can always drop, if I start collecting items, I can always drop my cat carrier. So I'm going to come up this way, drop this at suit storage, and we'll be partially there. So Alright, I now have an incinerator. I can use it twice, and if I use it, if the alien is within 3 spaces, I can send it to the nest. If you do, don't draw an encounter card this turn. So I'll flip it after the first use, but I gotta make sure I get to the airlock with it to complete one of our little missions. So now an alien encounter card. The alien will move 1 space. There's only 1 place for it to go, really, is down there. 2 scrap in the med bay, as well as 1 in concealed token. Alright. Now you're going to have to make a decision about what you want to do there. We could gamble that the alien's only going to move 1, but if I use an incinerator, it just sends it back to the nest. That's not necessarily a perk. Alright, concealed tokens where? In the med bay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's my turn, so what are you going to do?
I probably won't get the heck out of
You're just
there.
going to make a run for it? I mean, you might as well come up here and even drop off a coolant canister. Count it off. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So that's 4 spaces. Coming up, next turn you can drop off the coolant canister.
No time to draw.
That's an encounter card.
Order 937.
Mm-hmm. Meet me in the infirmary. Active crew member moves to the med bay. That actually works good for you.
If Ash on ship and no crew member is with him, move him 2 spaces.
Yep, so we're going to go ahead and she's going to move to the med bay. And then Ash will move up to 2 spaces.
Do I have to flip this?
Actually, you do. We're going to flip that first.
Nothing.
Nothing, so it's nothing there.
Ash will go down here.
Ash is going to go that way because the scrap's right there, and he's going to remove the scrap from the board. Alright, so order 937. We haven't had one that has to reshuffle cards yet, have we? Alright, so we'll encounter stuff where you have to reshuffle cards. Now it's going to be my turn. So the alien didn't move, that's a plus. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, drop the coolant canister, so that's 1 in suit storage. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I might as well come this way. 4. The alien's gonna have to come back up here. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's not gonna work. So, all right, gonna gamble on what the alien does, I guess. Wait, 4. Oh, I don't have any scrap. Okay, forget it. All right. So now another card. Alien stalks. That's not good. So he's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to encounter me. So now our morale's going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. That's not good. And now I run away 3 spaces. I could run away toward the airlock. Maybe I should. I think I'm going to gamble on that because I've got an incinerator so I can fry him and send him back to the nest on my next turn. So 1, 2, 3, I'm going to come up here. She is in trouble because she can't go anywhere. She's going to have to encounter the alien. You might want to just, if anything, can you build anything worthwhile?
No.
You can build a flashlight. That would at least save you if you, when you walk into them.
What's the flashlight?
It's only 2. But that saves, at least saves 1 morale. So 1, 2. Plus, we need a flashlight in the hypersleep chamber, I think.
No,
in the med bay.
Right now.
Oh yeah, cool, excellent. All right, so he already brought. As soon as he made the flashlight, that's right, it was the med bay. As soon as he made the flashlight, we're done. He doesn't have to drop it. So that's that. So that objective is complete. So that's 2 because he picked up the scrap, made the flashlight. And now the only thing he can do is go encounter the alien. So when we run in and encounter the alien. Alright, going to take a pause. I want to verify this rule. Of when we choose to encounter the alien because we don't have a choice. So morale decreases by 2, and then the affected crew member still flees by 3. So he's got a flashlight, so instead of going down 2, it'll only go down 1. Now he's going to have to flee. Ripley's going to have to flee 3 spaces, so I'd kind of consider maybe going down there. So
I'll go right there.
okay.
So I can get the coolant canister into suit storage.
Okay, but you could do that from here too, technically, depending on which way the alien goes. Oh, you know what though? I'm gonna send him back to the nest, so that's probably a good idea. But encounter cards, so let's see what happens. So 1, 2, 3 was his run, her run.
Oh, come on, he
Oh
moves
man,
3.
unbelievable. And that he's going to come after. No, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I would have him come after you just because you have a flashlight. So we're in deep trouble right now. So he's going to go. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then this is going to go down. It's
2.
supposed to go down 3, but he has a flashlight, so it's going to go down 2. And we better start getting some other stuff to save morale because this game's almost over. In the director's cut too, there's a way of bringing morale back up. Once more, I'll put a link in that. So we're not playing. We're not playing that, and I don't remember what it is. So it's going somewhere and spinning scrap or something. All right, you have to move 3. Okay, so he's going 1, 2, 3.
Wait, how
now Ash won't be able to move. If someone's with Ash, Ash doesn't move if he gets a thing to move. So
because he's being watched.
Yeah. All right, so the alien ran after him. It's getting pretty dicey now. My turn. So I am going to go 1 into here. Concealed token, nothing. That's good. 2, I brought an incinerator to the room, so that means we completed another objective. Now all we need to do, run incinerator to the airlock, now all we need to do is get one more coolant canister here, and we can flip over the final mission. I might decide to go ahead, and that's what, 1, 2, so I've got 3 more moves.
I recommend you come here and try to send him back. 1, 2.
Yeah, he's still going to be close to us.
Well, send him back to the nest. Because that would be much better than having him
just a second.
standing
1,
there.
2, 3, 4. Okay, he would be a little farther away. That way if we get unlucky and draw another one of those cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'll do that for now. I'll use the incinerator. Send the alien back to the nest. And we don't draw an encounter card. So actually that's a bonus. So the nest is actually the engineering bay. I believe that's where they first encountered the large alien in the movie.
That's you.
Because we watched the movie not too long ago.
And it gave me the creeps.
It did give him the creeps, but it's still good. It's a great sci-fi horror movie. Let us know what you think is your favorite alien movie in the comments below, and even what your favorite alien game is. Because we're also going to be playing. I think it's called Aliens. Another Beautiful Day in the Core or something. Got it right here. Another Glorious Day in the Core. As well as we'll be playing Nemesis in the next few weeks. We'll do both of those.
Which is exactly kind of like Alien.
Yeah, it's basically Alien with a different name and a cool game. So, alright, where'd you move here? What do we got going on?
I moved over there.
Okay, so what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so he moved 4. So next turn he's going to drop off a coolant canister. Draw an encounter card.
Move. Quiet.
Quiet.
Move him 1 space.
Move him 1 space. And then the bridge will get 1 scrap token and 1 concealed token. What?
This game reminds me a lot of jump scares, isn't it?
Yeah. It's kind of like what the concealed tokens are, is a jump scare. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now it's my turn. What do we need? We need coolant canister. I can come up here and grab a coolant canister. Let's see what this thing is. For 2, I can't really make anything right now, so we're going to take a chance. 1, 2.
Ow!
Alien! No. Alright, so the alien's going to come up here. We lose 2 morale. 1, 2. It's getting bad quickly. And I have to run 3 away. So I'll just go 1, 2. I'm going to run down here. 3. Alright, not good. I should have built a flashlight, actually.
We're almost dead.
I should have gone ahead and built a flashlight. My bad.
Okay.
So now, because the alien came up here, we don't draw an encounter card, and it is Ollie's turn. So he'll drop that. We flip that over, and now we flip the final mission over.
Ash! We have to kill Ash.
You have my sympathies. Place all discarded coolant canisters into equipment storage. We don't have any discarded canisters. That means that they're out of the game altogether. We can discard them by actually coming to the workshop, and you can trade them in for 2 scrap. Place Ash at Mother. Ash moves towards crew members when he moves. So Ash is now creeping out big time. So objective, defeat Ash by dealing 3 damage to him. Whenever Ash encounters a crew member, that crew member must discard a coolant canister to deal 1 damage.
And here's a tip. Do not have this mission card in the deck if you're not playing with Ash.
Yeah. Yep. Because it wouldn't do you much good, would it?
Yep.
Coolant canister to deal 1 damage to Ash and move him 3 spaces of their choice. Otherwise, you lose 3 morale and flee 3 spaces. So we need to make sure we're carrying coolant canisters, because if Ash encounters us, it's going to be game over, because we can't afford to lose 3 morale. Well, Ollie has a flashlight, but I don't know if that works for Ash. That only works for the alien. Lose morale. Whenever you lose morale, reduce the amount by 1. It says whenever you lose morale, so we'll take it. I mean, Ash does it by creeping around and sneaking up on you, so maybe if you have the flashlight, you can see him coming. When Ash is defeated, remove Ash from the ship. Victory. Use an incinerator on the alien after Ash has been defeated. So I have an incinerator. We need to defeat Ash and then use the incinerator on him.
That's the one thing we messed up. We didn't use the incinerator on our last game.
Yeah, we did actually. We used it. We did use it. We played a few games with a third person, which is actually pretty cool. So it adds a little bit to it. Yep. With my wife, she played a couple games with us. Maybe sometime we'll do a video with 3 people on one of these games and have her come along. Let's see. All right, my turn. So I'm immediately going to pick up a coolant canister for one thing. You can only carry 1 coolant canister at a time. In the movie, if you remember, they beat the crap out of Ash with the coolant canisters, so that's why. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go ahead and come up here for 5. We're going to have to try to... I don't want to use the incinerator on the alien until we dump on Ash some, but we should have enough coolant canisters to do it. So, let's see. That's not a good place for him, though. I kind of hope he moves. Alright, encounter card. Alien will move 1. Mother gets 2
That's
scrap.
creepy.
Mother gets 2 scrap. With his tail there.
Yeah.
And 1 concealed token.
It looks like the tail's ready to stab somebody.
Mother is up here. That was the brain of the ship, if you recall. I love the fact that it didn't talk to you. It was just straight up 1970s, some kind of DOS-based computer system that you typed in, like you're playing Zork or something. Anyone remember Zork? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. I used to play Zork on the computer. Alright. If that doesn't date me, I don't know what does. You're up, buddy.
I'm going to take a coolant canister.
Yeah, pick 1 back up that you just dropped. 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah, I don't know. We may have to gamble on frying the alien out a couple times, so... It might not hurt to go ahead and move up toward Ash. If I need to, I'll push the alien back to the nest, and we'll just have to plan on building a new thingamabobber. So
this is why you should play Parker.
Go ahead and do the encounter. Well, I wanted the 5 actions, so... Parker's
Order
cool
937.
Yep. Okay. Order 937. Crew expendable. What happens to the active crew member?
He loses all scrap tokens.
But she doesn't have any scrap tokens, so that's okay.
But you.
Shuffle all Order 937 encounter cards back into the encounter deck. No, just you. You're the active one. If Ash is in the ship and no crew member is with him, move him 2 spaces. That works. So Ash will move 2 spaces closer to us. That's okay. But I got to find all the Order 937 cards and shuffle them back into the deck. So Order 937. So the deck will now get reshuffled some here. But it's only the Order 937 cards. There's also something in here where you reshuffle all the cards. So you will never actually run out of cards. It's impossible to. I'm going to try to shuffle. I'm not the best shuffler, but you know.
I'm a good one.
Ollie does alright. Okay, so
I got
that's
the same thing as him.
Now it's my turn. I'm just going to come towards Ash. I got to figure that if he comes and gets to us, that we both hit him. So, and that would do 2 damage. And then maybe we can actually send him... Well, it's probably still only 3 away, but we can send him somewhere else.
We can send him back to the future.
Well, wait, I can get to Ash.
I
can get up there and pound on him, but then if he moves, I could be in trouble.
No, the
Oh, the concealed token too. We never did build a motion detector either. Motion detectors are kind of nice, but there's not a lot of scrap running around right now. That's where Ash does kind of crap on you, because should I actually send the alien back to the nest just to get it out of the way?
Yeah, you probably should.
I think I probably will. Alright, so I reshuffled those. So what I'm going to do is 1, 2. You want me to go ahead and fry the alien, and then we'll have to try to build another incinerator?
Yeah.
Just to get the alien out of the way, because we can't really afford to lose anything, and I don't have anything
to
defend myself.
We can use the coolant canisters.
So 1, 2. You can't use the coolant canisters on the alien.
No, to scrap.
1. Oh, yeah, but you got to go to the workshop to do it. So 1, 2. We got scrap all over up here. Oh, Ash came down. Oh, he doesn't pick up scrap anymore, though, I don't think, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Place Ash to defeat Ash whenever Ash encounters a crew member. Yeah, because Ash doesn't actually continue to act the same way. So I don't believe he's picking up scrap anymore.
He loses his mind after that.
So let's see here. Should I go ahead and fry the alien?
Sure.
Just to get it away from us, because we're not going to be able to defeat. We're going to have to go get another coolant canister. So I am going to use my last thing on the incinerator. Fry the alien. There won't be a card drawn. 1, 2, 3. Do I dare go into with Ash?
Don't.
Well, we're going to have to, though. Oh, but it'd probably be better for you two than me. Or maybe I'll just use 2 scrap and go ahead and build a flashlight. Or should I move over? Should I just move over here to try to get more scrap to build another incinerator? 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to.
Wait.
So should I drop the coolant canister for you? I'm going to drop the coolant canister here. We're going to try something.
Dad.
1, 2, Oliver.
As soon as you get those scrap, you have enough to build one.
I know. That's why I'm thinking about running over here real quick. So 1, 2, but I'm going to drop this coolant canister. 3, so maybe you can use it, or I can pick up this one. 1, 2, 3. I use 3 to incinerate him. 4, 5, so I don't get to do a lot there. Alright. But because I fried him, we're not going to draw an encounter card. So now what are you going to do? I think it's not a bad idea for you to chance this thing and get a hit on Ash, because we need to move. So 1.
Nothing.
Nothing. Good, so there we go.
2.
Nothing on that. Well, you don't actually. I think that's automatic. I don't think you even have to use a thing for it. Whenever Ash encounters a crew member, that crew member must discard a coolant canister. So it doesn't say to use an action. It just says that you discard it. So 1, and there's Ash. He's going to move 3 away. Do you want to move him? Actually, why don't you just move him back up here, and then you can come back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you've got another one. And I'm going to grab this one. So
I'm about to beat Ash to heck.
well, let's hope. Let's see what happens. All right. We'll still need 1 more canister. So why don't you draw an encounter card there?
Alien moves 1.
All right. So quiet and suit storage. Alien moves 1, and 2 scrap and suit storage, and 1 concealed token. There's a card in there where you're supposed to put a concealed token in every room, and frankly, I'm glad we haven't run into that yet. All right, now it's going to be my turn. So she's got another coolant canister. I'm going to come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome.
And first thing, I'm going to go ahead and just build the incinerator now. 5. So I've got another incinerator. I get 2 shots on it, so I'm okay. All right. And that was 5, right? So encounter card. Order 937, collating data. Each crew loses 1 scrap. I'm glad I went ahead and built it. None of us had scrap. If Ash is in the ship, move him 2 spaces right towards us. Excellent. Keep coming, Ash. Keep on coming. We got some coolant canisters for you. All right. Your turn. I'd say just go in there and pound on him again and then move out. So 2.
2.
1, 2.
3.
All right, over there. I don't think we have to use an action for that. It just says to discard it.
Yeah. Dad,
so
I had an
that's
idea.
2. What?
Send him your direction so you can grab that coolant canister and get him out.
Actually, that's a good idea. I like that idea. And I might be able to just finish the game right there. Alright, our morale's low, but we're almost there. So I'm going to pick up this canister on my next turn. We'll see what the alien does, though.
Order
Order 937 again. Crew is expendable. Active crew member loses all scrap. She doesn't have any. Shuffle all Order 937 cards back in the deck. And if Ash is in the ship and no crew member is with him, move him 2 spaces. We might as well just move him towards me. And I've got to reshuffle these. The 937 cards back in
Order
again.
937.
Order 937. Basically, that was the order. I think it's straight up the order where the crew was expendable. Where they intentionally went to the alien ship, knowing what would be on it, and wanting to bring it back whether the crew survived or not. And Ash was the android that was part of the problem.
And he
was
died
kind of heading that. Yeah, they basically beat him to death with coolant canisters, essentially.
Oh no, his head got blown off. Then all of a sudden he comes back to life and tries to choke him
that's
to death.
true. That's true. But that's why in Aliens they didn't trust the android. At least Ripley definitely didn't. We haven't actually opened Aliens yet. I'll probably do a video of kind of showing how to glue them together as well.
Yes, we did.
We open it, but I mean that we haven't put it together. It actually has pieces in it. Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the core has pieces together. You have to cut off the tree and then glue together. So a little bit of modeling.
Yeah, not like this game where our pieces together.
And this game, I don't know if it's out yet elsewhere. I know it's out at Target. We went and bought ours at Target. I know it's going to be released, but I don't know exactly when it's going to be widely released. So you can find it at Target right now. Another in a long line of IP games that have been coming out the last couple of years. They're actually kind of cool. All right, it's my turn. 1, 2, and goodbye, Ash.
Head got blown off.
All right, so that's 2. Actually, game over. 3, 4. Use the incinerator on the alien.
No, wait. Keep it there. Ah!
So that's it. I went down, used the incinerator on it, and that is game over, because use the incinerator on the alien after Ash has been destroyed. So we lost the morale pretty quick, but we got it done in the end. So kind of came down to the wire. So yeah, I think it's our first game that we've won in co-op in a while. So Knuckles on that. Boom. Wonder Twin Powers activate. We got it done. So if there's anything that you see that we didn't do right or that are questionable in the rules, leave a comment below. We'll answer you on it and take a look at it ourselves. So next game will be Aliens, Another Day in the Core. I said we're going to run a circuit on the different Alien games. This is actually a fun game to break out. It's quick to play. Family friendly, obviously. You lose morale, no one dies. Although you kind of assume that the alien eats them all. If you lose the game, your morale drops.
Like we show in the intro.
Yeah,
you want to see in the intro.
True. But that's going to be it. So you folks have a good day. And I'm Robbie.
I'm Ollie.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Boom.